This will just be a quick little tip on the suggestion by Willie Cash in the Sovol Facebook group about fixing config errors and restoring config backups. Much of these probably be evident for most. I notice we have a good number of newbies to 3D printing or Klipper watching my channel, and I might even be able to show a new trick or two to the more experienced of us. My next video will involve adding some Klipper macros to the Compte T300, which will involve editing config files, where all kinds of things can go wrong, and then we end up with scary messages like this in the web interface or on the Klipper screen of our SV07 or Klipperized SV06 Plus. Fortunately, there are some safeguards built into the system that will help us recover fairly easily. If you've just received your Compte T300 or have been playing around with a Klipper printer like I am, I invite you to look around on my channel, Gergő Print 3D. I've already posted a bunch of videos about my adventures with my SV06 Plus and SV07 Plus, and beginning to also add content for the T300 and even more general 3D printing and Klipper tips. Feel free to subscribe if these things interest you. Every time we edit printer.cfg, there is a chance for a cat to walk on our keyboard and put the wrong characters into the file. That happens to me all the time, and I don't even have a cat. The good news is that every time printer.cfg is changed by the system, a backup gets saved with the timestamp of the change. There is a common misconception though: no backup is created when we ourselves edit the printer.cfg manually. Only when we do some kind of calibration or whatever, and then use the save config function. But still, these backups can come in handy. They might be hidden by default. However, you can unhide them with this option in the cogs menu. Before I show you how to rename the files to go back to a previous working state, you might be better off just comparing the two files and realize what was unintentionally changed. Most advanced text editors have this diff feature, but I have found this online tool called editormergely.com. So open your time-stamped backup, select all, copy, and paste it into the left panel. Let's put backup in the title and set this read-only. Then we do the same with the board printer.cfg, pasting its content into the right panel. We title this printer.cfg just to keep things clear. We can immediately see the two files side by side with all the changes highlighted. Not only that, but we have these little arrows which can merge the changes from one side to the other in case we accidentally erase something. So, undo any unintended changes in your printer.cfg, then highlight all and copy paste it over the one open in your printer's web interface. Save and restart, and hopefully all will be fixed. Alternatively, you can just restore the complete backup. For this, rename your printer.cfg with the current timestamp, maybe adding an X to mark that it's broken. Then duplicate your backed up file and remove the timestamp part, leaving just printer.cfg. This way, you will retain both your broken config file and your working timestamped backup and have a printer.cfg to work with. Note though that this complete reversal will take you back to before the last calibration action, which prompted the creation of the backup, and not the state before the bad edits. That's why I recommend the selective restore at the first place. You see, some or all of these might have been new to you. I'm just happy if I was able to show you something new. You know what would make me even more happy? You too. Please click on those like and subscribe buttons below. They mean a lot to a tiny video maker like I am. And I promise I will keep producing 3D printing content you like. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Your printer is now all up and running, so go print 3D.